You're listening to KBBX Centerville, the very top of your dial, 1600. Listen closely because I'm going to tell you how you can add an appliance to your home that will save you money, heat your home, cut your energy use, cook your food, burn trash, and become a beautiful addition to your furnishings. I'm talking about Fisher stoves. Wood and coal-burning stoves engineered to slash your energy bills by up to 80% and quality built to last 100 years. Among the fine features of Fisher stoves is the steady, even round-the-clock burning and no-mess operation. Investigate the advantages of owning a Fisher stove today. For the dealer nearest you, call 972-1293. Many offices throughout the state to serve you, and for your local Fisher stove dealer, call 972-1293. Welcome, potential initiates, and remain with us for the next 30 minutes as Evangelist David Brothers of the Church of Jayne Mansfield lays the groundwork of the new atomic age and instructs you on the essential precepts of the social gospel of Jayne Mansfield as she spoke from the grave and appeared in a bizarre manifestation to the prophet princes. Let us go forth now to Brother Brothers and this week's inspirational message in the name of Her Holiness, Jayne Mansfield.
Hello. We're live again this week. That's right. We're giving you, the listening audience, a chance to call up again. On last week's show, you really ganged up and asked some pertinent questions. That's a fact for sure. And so, the G-men gathered together and decided to have another live show so we could try to answer all the questions we didn't have time to respond to last week. Those phone numbers are, when calling myself, Brother Brothers, are 298-3235 or 298-3236. We were going to have Joseph on as a special guest today, but he's been nowhere to be found. We tried his home, we tried the Dayglow Trading Post, we tried all his friends and his lovers, but we couldn't find him. So, Joseph, if you're out there in the listening audience, we invite you to call in and explain where the heck you've been. All right. Last week's show was very interesting. We had a caller on that was quite eerie, I'd say. This lady claimed to be Jayne Mansfield. That's right, a lady called up and claimed to be Jayne Mansfield. Well, that was pretty odd, but I know it's not true. You see, we know that Jayne Mansfield is dead. That's right, Jayne is dead. She was decapitated back in 1967, and I know for a fact that she visits only princes, but they cannot even speak. The only way those two can communicate is for Jayne to send one of her little doggies with a note under its collar. So you see, anonymous caller, even though the imitation you gave of Jayne was well done, it's just impossible that you actually be her. Though one thing did cross my mind, that is Jayne Marie Mansfield. Jayne's daughter is alive, though I believe she lives in Los Angeles, but she now calls herself Jayne Mansfield. So technically you could be Jayne's daughter. But whatever the case, I would like that female caller to phone in again. Our conversation was much too brief. The reason I want you to call in is that we can use you on a tape we're doing, reenacting some of Jayne's better quotes. You have a great voice for it. Actually, I think the female caller was rather mad at me last week, and I doubt she'll call today. But if you're listening, mystery woman, whom let's just call Vera, G. Vera, I would like to get in touch with you. I mean, I was visibly aroused. That voice brought back so many erotic childhood lusties. I mean, my first reaction was something really nasty with myself. Hey, I've got a great idea. Listen, Vera, I've got a great money-making idea. What we'll do is get you to call out these fun-loving guys, just anybody, and then you can talk real dirty to them over the phone while they do things to themselves. It's great. I'd sure go for it. And just think, Vera, in the name of Princess and Jayne, and of course the church, you'd be making a worthy, nasty contribution. Dirty voices. That's what it'd be. It'd be dirty voices. People talking nasty. The G-men know that it's this kind of sex that we endorse, the false erotica media. Nasties. The so-called hipsters of today want us to be sexually liberated, to have clean, fun sex with no hang-ups. I hate it. Sex should be returned to the back of raunchy men's magazines in the forms of these nasty little ads that read like this. Swinging nudist pair will sell film cheap. For sample strip of information, send 25 cents. I've got my quarter in the mail. Young, good-looking blonde goes all the way. Send $1 for sample photo and information. Here's another one. Spanish girl photos. 6 delightful positions. I love them. This stuff, it's just great. It's obviously stroke material, but it's the stuff true lust is made of. Titillation has taken a back seat to fulfillment. Urban titillation is frequented now only by the old men who just can't get it anywhere else. Urban titillation in the form of dirty bookstores are being pushed out of the market by suburban joy of sex mongrels. The sensuous man has replaced the lecherous studs of yesteryear. Va-va-va-voom is no longer yelled out of the back windows of speeding cars. Now we go to singles bars and say real concerned like, what's your sign? But even that's not so bad compared to the relaxed and casual hipsters of today. I blame pot. I blame marijuana. It is the fault of marijuana. You people out there are too doped up to be uptight. When was the last time you said, look at the jugs on that dame? Years, I'd bet, if ever. That blasted weed, it's the fault of marijuana. You're so doped up you can't appreciate the jugs on that dame. So what happens? The broads stop dressing up. They've stopped wearing falsies. They've started wearing men's breeches. Whatever happened to the miniskirt and hot pants? They've stopped wearing them. Why? I'll tell you why. Because they're too doped up on pot to care anymore. We're too mellow. The broads are so spaced out they couldn't care less. They don't even wear bras anymore. It's really bad. I mean, whatever became of perverse fetishes? Like how many hippies do you know that are into bondage? I bet none. There's no action. When was the last time you wanted to just have a romp in the hay with a real hot number? Now all the laid-back cats want is a fulfilling relationship. I know you're saying to yourself that I'm living with nostalgia, that the sexual hang-ups of the past are gone forever, except for in the lives of particularly unhip religions such as the LDS. Well, you're wrong. Very mistaken, to say the least. I'm capitalizing on the sexual revolution. Dig this, guys. Those broads out there think that sex isn't dirty anymore. They're geared to ball like nymphos, and they're proud of it. And some of the guys go along with it just to be hip. But those guys are just twerps. The rest of us know that if we go along with it, we can go all the way with those mixed-up broads. Oh, my goodness. I better do a commercial. I'm getting much too worked up. The Blue Mouse. That's right, the Blue Mouse. Oh, let me tell you about those phone numbers again. Let me tell you about those phone numbers again. They are 298-3235 or 298-3236. And we're particularly looking for Vera, that anonymous female caller, and Joseph. Joseph, if you're out there, please call up. Now let's go to the commercial. Start the commercial. The Blue Mouse. All right, no surprises. The Blue Mouse. 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 Salt Lake's only good movie house. The Blue Mouse, Salt Lake's finest film theater. The Blue Mouse, where I do all my shopping. Are you in the market for that hard-to-find pipe wrench? just go see Chuck in hardware? Or is it those latest fall fashions for the missus? The Blue Mouse has the largest selection of back-to-school dresses and socks in the valley. The Blue Mouse, for your one-stop shopping needs. Spend the day browsing the many and diverse shops. You may never have to leave the store. With plenty of parking and, of course, fine restaurants where you can get the finest Mexican food in town. That's right, the Blue Mouse. The Blue Mouse, 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 yippee. Okay. Wow. It just occurred to me what I just said previous to the break, the commercial. I mean, I go off on these tangents that seem absolutely ridiculous on further inspection. I even startle myself, if I really think about it. I've caught myself saying this time that the entire new outlook on sexual attitudes was the result of those crazy nymphomaniac broads, and that all of the male population is just going along with it so they can have their way with these mixed-up girls. Golly, I really let off a chunk that time. I don't even know where I get some of these ideas. They're so goofy. Wait a minute. It must be true. Because I don't usually lie unless I feel like it. I mean, it's a known fact amongst behavioralists that sex is two things. One, it's reproductive. And two, it's dirty, lewd, real smutty, best glorified in the back rooms of dirty bookstores. It's latex novelties and the glossy photos of the drunken next-door neighbor in various erotic poses with her younger boyfriend or her dog. That's what sex is. Now let's go to another commercial, because I'm obviously getting too aroused. Oh, let me remind you the phone numbers again. 298-3235 or 298-3236.
Okay, Rocky Mountain Wrestling has returned to the Fairgrounds Coliseum under the capable promotion of Don David and Jerry Gordon. Professional wrestling is back in action. Excitement and thrills and spills have never been hotter or heavier. Some of the most feared and formidable names in pro wrestling are on tap in the coming weeks, including Ox Anderson, Rocky Mountain Champion, Eric the Great, Scott Casey, Rip Hawk, Rod O'Neal, and many other grappling greats gathered from around the world. And don't overlook the glamorous gal grapplers and their special brand of mat mayhem. Such notables as Toma Red Cloud, Tony Lee, Rita Romero, and Judy Grable. Stay tuned to this station for further announcements of upcoming cards. Rocky Mountain Wrestling returns to the Fairgrounds Coliseum in Salt Lake City and the Golden Spike Coliseum in Ogden. Don't miss it.
Thanks, Brent. That was great, Mr. Engineer. Brent Ward, the engineer. He knows when to calm me down. He knows when I'm going to bust the table, so to speak.
Watch it, buddy.
Okay. Sometimes the G-men seem to me to be like a bunch of Boy Scouts with a dirty book. You know how you guys that were Boy Scouts with your first dirty book? Because we are excited, we're aroused, and we're titillated. You know, the Book of Double Standards is rather like a piece of porno. Not only is it chock full of dirty little stories, real boner material, also it's full of moral and social implications that are useful, like a good garden tool is useful in weeding any well-cared-for flower garden. Let me put that another way, a cutesy way. The Book of Double Standards is my hand trowel in the petunia bed of life. That's something, isn't it? I wrote that myself. Now, let me tell you about our P.O. Box. We've got this great P.O. Box. It's about 4x4, and we get all these fabulous letters every week. I mean, this week we got one from Dan Marriott, and he told us all about this lady who's going to be an intern for Dan, and she gave him this little ceramic elephant with these plastic flowers in it. I tell you, the lady, it brought tears to my eyes. I mean, to think that Dan Marriott, that great Utah senator, is actually putting these old ladies in his staff. And, you know, they're nice old ladies. I mean, anybody that gives me a ceramic elephant with plastic flowers is going to be on my bestseller list. Oh, the post office box is What is our post office box? Oh, our post office box is 6416. Now, that's in Salt Lake City. Now, you can't send it to me here because I'm on the radio, and you can't get me on the radio unless you want to call me at 298-3235 or 298-3236. But anyway, back to the post office box, which is what I was talking to you about just a few minutes ago. The P.O. box is, well, now you can send it to either Joseph or myself or to, well, just about anybody. Well, no, you better not, because the post office may not accept it. Or the Church of Jayne Mansfield, or just send it there to P.O. Box 6, that's 6, remember that number, 6416, Salt Lake City. Now, that's our capital, so remember that. That's Salt Lake City. And the zip code is 84106. Now, if you send to us this week with a SAISY, now, you all know what a SAISY is? No? Okay, now a SAISY is a self-addressed, stamped envelope. Now what you do is you write your name and your address on an envelope and then put a stamp on it, and then you put that in the letter that you're going to send to us, okay? Okay, now when we get that little letter next to our Dan Marriott news flyers, we look at that and we throw the Dan Marriott stuff away, and then we look at your letter, and then we look at it real long and we ogle it and we read it and we read it and we reread it, and then we decide what to send you. Well, I think if you send to us this week, we're going to give you a G-Man badge. How's that? A junior G-Man badge. Now that will make you an official member of the Church of Jayne Mansfield. Now you're not responsible for anything I say or do, and you can drop out any time. The only time you're a member of the Church of Jayne Mansfield is when you're wearing a G-Man badge. Now it's really simple. If some big guys are going to come up to you and punch you out, just take your G-Man badge off and they'll leave you. So just put that little, send to us and you'll get that cute little G-Man badge. And what else do we have to give them free? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll just write you a cute letter and talk to you real fun, and maybe we can be pen pals. Well, let me remind you of the phone numbers again, because we're live, and I could do this on a tape, but if we want to be live, we might as well be live. And those phone numbers are 298-3235 or 298-3236. And we're particularly looking for Joseph. We're looking for Joseph real bad, man. We're going to beat the heck out of him when we find him. We're going to punch his lights out. Ooh. We may just take his latex novelties away, and then what will we do? Oh, also, we're looking for the mystery woman, Vera, who could imitate Jayne real good. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you, Brent. We have a live phone call.
You're welcome there.
Just shut up and stay off my show, or I'll kick your head. Okay, now, if I can remember how to use the phones, and if these little earphones will work, we'll go right to this phone call. Are you ready, phone caller? Are you waiting? Because you're the only one, so it's you that we're going to push to. Okay, first we hit that button, and we say, hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Brother Rose.
Hi, who's this?
I'm from Judge Memorial High School, and I have a story of religious prosecution.
Well, how long does it take?
Not too long.
Okay, we can bear with it.
Okay. Recently, I was down at the Blue Mouse, and I picked up a whole bunch of your little pink slips,
Mm-hmm.
And I hung them up around the school.
Oh, great.
But somehow the principal of the school got a little angered at that.
Oh, heavens.
And he threw them all away.
We've had that same trouble. We put them up, and they just rip them down.
Yeah, and sent letters to my parents and things.
To your parents?
Yeah.
Did they spank you?
No, but I wish they would have.
I do, too. What did they do, ground you?
No, nothing. They just thought, they think the principal's a jerk anyway.
Oh, you got liberal parents. Great. Did they let you smoke dope?
No, not in the house.
Oh, really?
Keep the place up.
Mine didn't either. It was really a drag.
Uh-huh.
But then I never smoked dope. I only smoked catnip. Listen, I've got a great idea.
Yeah.
You're being prosecuted, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen. This church is a real live church. I mean, we're registered with the state as a non-profit corporation.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you see, we have legal rights. Those, what they do back there in 1776, those cute little ones that they all signed. Well, anyway, those cute things I just love because they let me be on the air and I can just say almost whatever I want unless I swear. I can't swear. I mean, they just get all upset when I swear, and I just don't swear anymore. I try not to so bad. But anyway, those things let me do this church because I believe it, I mean, they may think I'm a nut, but I'm not. Do you think I'm a nut?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And so I really think that, well, I don't know. I don't know the law. I'm just not a lawyer. I mean, I don't even know if I can lie. I mean, everyone tells me I can't lie, but I do anyway. And I don't know if I'm getting in trouble or not. But I just like to lie and stuff. But I'm not lying about this.
Well, if you start getting dirty letters, then you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, I guess, but the state doesn't send you dirty letters. They just send little men in black suits like they've sent after Daryl Dayglow. You know, he's running all over South America trying to dodge it. I know, it's just horrible. We really feel for Daryl Dayglow, and I don't think he'll be calling this week because he's really stuck in a Holiday Inn or something. But listen, I'll tell you what. Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's great.
Were you at the Blue Mouse for the Rocky Horror birthday party?
Oh, yes, I was the one up there screaming and yelling.
Well, you probably didn't see me, but I was right around.
Well, did you get a G-Man badge?
I didn't get one. I'm going to send for a couple.
Great. Just send for a couple, and I'll tell you what, I'll send you a whole stack of those flyers, and, well, let's not get you in trouble unless you're really a rebel or something, a James Dean type guy, but if you want, you can pass them out to your friends, or you can, just stick them up in your bedroom wall.
Yeah, well, that's what we've been doing. We've been throwing them to everybody.
Oh, that's great. That's really great. Listen, why don't you send to me and say, let's use a code so I'll remember who you are. Let's say that, well, what's your middle name?
Alan.
Alan?
Yes.
Okay, Junior G-Man Alan. Just say, hi, I'm Junior G-Man Alan, and remember me. You're going to send me all this great stuff, and we'll send you some autograph photos. We're getting into that now. It's really great, these autograph photos of Butchie Boy, myself, and all kinds of people.
Okay.
So, okay, well, thanks for talking with us, Alan, and we'll just keep on listening and have fun.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, I did that pretty good, didn't I? I mean, I turned it off without clicking on him or nothing. You proud of me, Brent?
I'm pleased as punch there, guy.
Okay, thanks, Brent. Okay, let's move on. Now, where was I? There's all these words around me. I can't read. I'm sorry, Brent. I didn't quite do it right. There's all these words around me, and I got to find something. Oh, well, let's remind everyone that we're waiting like crazy for Vera. Well, actually, I don't care if she calls up or not, but it'd be nice, you know. And Joseph, of course. Oh, we had a friend from Judge Memorial. Did I go to Judge Memorial? No, I didn't. Let's see. Those phone numbers are 298-3235 or 298-3236. And now they're really good. Now, did you remember those? No, you didn't. Oh, you nasty little boys. They are, again, 298-3235 or 298-3236. And if you want to call me, you've got to use those phone numbers. I'm not at the business building or anything else. I'm right here on the radio. So let's have you call me. And especially you, Joseph. But I kind of feel that Joseph is mad at me, too. Everybody's mad at me. I don't know why. Well, thank you. Our G-men at the trading post handle all the business there. Joseph at the trading post with his assistant, Pete. Pete's here. Joseph isn't. Well, anyway, two of Jayne's bravest G-men say. I gotta know you. Why don't I tell the folks out there just what a G-man is? I mean, I'm always talking about G-men, and people think I'm talking about Melvin Purvis G-man, the FBI or something, but it's not. A G-man is a member of the church. First off, a G-man is a friend of the police and a volunteer fireman. He's busy in civic duties. Oftentimes, a G-man becomes a city councilman or even a mayor. A G-man is active in state as well as church. Stable, enduring, brave citizens make the G-men so well liked in the community. Well, that's the civic character of the G-man. What about his duties in the church? Oh, never mind. We got a phone call. I'll go right to that guy. Okay, let's see. Are you ready, phone caller? We're getting ready to push them buttons. 10, 9, 8. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, brother.
Oh, Vera, how are you?
Rather well.
Do you mind me calling you Vera?
Well, it'll do.
Okay, now, let's not get mad.
I promise.
Okay, let's not get nasty, and let's talk rational, like real adults.
You see.
Okay, Vera?
Well, you rained on my parade.
I rained on your parade? I'm sorry, Vera.
And I'm recouping from a butt tuck. And, be patient with me.
What?
Be patient with me.
Oh, okay, I'll be patient with you, Vera. Do you have something to say? What?
Well, I'm a little embarrassed.
I can imagine. So am I.
And I didn't mean to worry you at all.
Oh, no, you shouldn't worry me.
I think you're really sexy, though.
Okay. Listen, Vera, I've got this great idea.
Okay, lay it on me.
Okay, listen, Vera, you've got the greatest voice in town. Now, I know some kinky guys, like Joseph and Pete and Brent. Well, these guys, they love to get anonymous, obscene phone calls.
They do?
Listen, Vera, wait a minute. What, I can't talk about this on the air? Oh, I can talk about this on the air? Okay, great. Oh, I know it. You didn't sound like Jayne Mansfield. It's great. Now, you're not Jayne Mansfield. You look like her?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Especially on Sundays.
Oh, I love it. Everybody with a boner, raise their hand. Okay, listen. What was I going to say to Vera? Oh, yeah, listen, Vera. We've got this...
Where did you find that name?
Well, actually, Vera is Jayne Mansfield's middle name.
Well, you could have fooled me.
We know that Jayne is dead. We have to accept it, Vera, and that's why I was so upset.
I can't.
You can't accept that Jayne's dead?
I've never been able to.
I know, it's horrible, isn't it? I mean, she was decapitated, her little heady flew
Why
off.
did she do such a thing? She was so voluptuous and luxurious. I miss her so.
Don't we all? Listen, back to the dirty stuff. I mean, I want to make some money, Vera. I mean, who cares what you think about Jayne Mansfield, really? I mean, we want to make some bucks. No, I'm just joking, Vera. Don't hang up on me. Don't say those nasty words, because I get in trouble with... Okay, I get in trouble with those little guys in the black suits that are chasing Daryl.
I'm really sorry. I got carried away.
I know, it happens to all of us, but I've been lucky. I haven't said anything nasty on the air yet.
Oh, but you're so nasty.
I'm so nasty. I know it. I'm glad I'm alone in this room. No one can see me, what I'm doing to myself, what I'm touching myself.
Yes. Don't stop now.
Oh, I'm supposed to. Brent says I have to. Brent's our engineer down here, and he keeps me posted with all the little rules and regulations, what I can and cannot say.
I have to ask you one thing.
Okay, go ahead, shoot.
I recently received a dead chihuahua in the mail.
Oh, my God.
What does this mean? I mean, okay, chihuahuas are great. I love them. I had one once, and I named her Penny. Okay, she haunted me after she died. I love chihuahuas. I do. But tell me, what does it mean?
Well, there's two possibilities. First of all, do you know Earl of Earl's Chihuahua Ranch out there in Tooele?
Well, one night.
Well, if anybody into Chihuahua knows Earl from Earl's Chihuahua Ranch out there in Tooele, maybe Earl doesn't like you.
Well, I'm sure he does.
You sure he does? Well, then that's probably not it, then. The other possibility is, now, did you know, well, I'm sure you know this because I've said it before, when Jayne Mansfield was decapitated in that fateful car accident, she had two chihuahuas with her.
Oh.
One was named Popsicle, and the other one was named Momsicle. Cute, huh?
Lovely.
Well, anyway, Popsicle was decapitated also. Do you think? Do we dare think? Is it coincidence?
A little bit old, huh?
Yes. Coincidence, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
But maybe not.
But it did kind of startle me a little bit. And I haven't thrown it away. I'm saving it.
You're saving it?
I'll show it to you.
Well, that's great.
I'm thinking of having you to tea very soon.
Having what?
Having you over for tea very soon.
Oh, for tea.
For tea.
Oh, over for tea. That's great. Oh, that's cute. That's great. That sounds like fun. Actually, I don't mess with transsexuals. Listen, Vera, we got to cut you off again.
All right, Dollface.
All right, bye-bye. Cute.
Bye.
Did that pretty good, didn't I? Brent. Okay.
Come on, you're cruising for a bruise on that guy.
Listen, Brent, none of this radio foul play. Let me go back to the G-Men.
I'll knock you out.
Oh, hey, Brent, we've got another phone call. I can't believe it. What's wrong with my earphones? Okay, we got another phone call. My earphones have gone out. There we go. Another phone call. Well, I got to get my new astronaut helmet. I've got my astronaut helmet on order, but it's just not showed up. These earphones and these astronaut helmets is just malfunctioned. Okay, here we go. This phone call. Thank you. My earphones don't work. I busted my earphones. Better trade them. Hold on, kids. Okay, I've got my new earphones on. Ooh, I sound different. Okay, now we're going to go to this caller, and this caller, I bet... Okay, let me make a prediction. I predict it will be... Reverend Burpo? No. Joseph. Okay, you ready, Joe? 1, 2, you're on the air, Joseph.
I hate to disappoint you. This is Earl.
Oh, Earl, it's great. It's no disappointment, I assure you. Earl, I want you to help me clear up something. Now, I just had Vera call up, and she claims she got a decapitated chihuahua. Now, do you have anything to do with that, Earl? Tell me true.
You know how I feel about chihuahuas.
I do.
There's no way, matter of fact, I'm calling in reference to that statement in the previous phone call.
Yeah.
And the fact that she received a decapitated chihuahua in the mail is somewhat disconcerting to me. And I've got a tracer on it now.
Yeah.
And I hope within the very near future, maybe next week, I can give you some enlightenment as to why it happened. Maybe, as you know, I did have the vision last week. And I've had time now to think about what it might have meant. I found that the blob in the small pink box that was by the Teacup Ceramics factory. I don't know. Vera didn't indicate that the Chihuahua she received was shipped in a teacup, so I doubt very much that it could have been one of my Chihuahuas.
I didn't think so, Earl. I knew you're a soft, kind, gentle human being, and...
Well, I would never allow that kind of thing to happen. However, we did have a difficulty about 6 months ago. We had a massive shipment to Tucson of some Chihuahuas, and we have like a multiple-layer truck, and of course they are shipped in the teacups. And I don't know, you may have read about it. There was a bit of sabotage, I think.
Oh, no.
And the driver was, well, he was hurt extensively, but 2 of the levels in the truck had broken through, and 1,000 teacups with Chihuahuas were shattered and thrown to the ground.
Oh my goodness!
In transit, there we had about 1,200 deaths. It was a tragedy, and we're still mourning the loss.
I'm mourning with you, Earl. I really am. My heart goes out to you.
Well, I think my vision last week has something to do with that and some other developments on the forefront. But I'll send you a detailed.
Well, listen, Earl. We're going to be publishing a little tabloid soon here, and I was contemplating having a column from Earl's Chihuahua Ranch out there in Tooele, and have you do a column regularly, because it sounds like you're really in tune with the spirits, so to speak, and we were thinking about having you corresponding with us.
Well, I'd like that very much. I could keep you in tune with the industry.
Oh, that would be great.
And you'd know where things were standing.
That's great. Do you actually think that you can find out who delivered that decapitated Chihuahua to Vera?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I have some very effective people in the field, and maybe it just might be revealed.
Could it be a competitor, possibly?
I doubt it, because we seem to have the market pretty well together. I mean, there are other Chihuahua ranchers, but the quality we produce is far superior, and there's really no meeting us.
That's true. Maybe it's someone jealous. Well, we just don't know, do we?
No.
We'll have to keep posted with both you and Vera, and hopefully we'll solve this enigma. Well, thank you very much, Earl. I'm very glad you called, and I hope to be seeing you soon. Bye-bye. Did that great. Okay, let me go back to the G-Man, and it seems that we're going to be able to run over a little bit here, because next show, Ken Johnson hasn't showed up yet, so we can just keep talking until he does. So let me remind you that the phone numbers are 298-3235 or 298-3236. And let me continue talking about the G-Man. Just what is a G-Man? I told you how he stands as a civic character. Now let me tell you about his duties in church. A G-Man is devoted to the teachings of Jayne Mansfield in one way or another. They've followed with interest the confessions of princes, and they must at all times be ready to fight and possibly die for the new atomic age and Jayne Mansfield. This means they shall take up arms against the demining moral fiber of the heads and neat guys. That's right, the G-Man is always at war with his arch rival, the heads. The G-Man is equipped with video badges that detect and transmit visual signals. He is always in contact with other G-Men. These little TV cameras and screens are stealthily planted on the G-Men badges. These amazing technological advances, along with his hippie detector, enable him to spot and destroy his cunning foe just seconds before the enemy's own detector reacts. The G-Man acts like a modern-day fast-draw sheriff, hunting the outlaws of today, be it the heads or the harder-to-recognize neat guy. When gunning down the tricky neat guy, the G-Man must use advanced, pompous traps. These traps come in many forms. One of the more common is the life-size inflatable doll. The way this doll works is that the neat guy, fooled into believing the doll is a real live babe, advances toward the device with self-confidence, good looks, and his charm. But it is just that, his charm, that blinds the neat guy from realizing the trap he is about to encounter. Another trap used in battling the neat guy is the fast car. The G-Man knows that in the new atomic age, the fast car will be useless, so the G-Man has published many periodicals dealing with hot rods, so as to make the neat guy go out and spend all his money on ridiculously fast and expensive cars, dwindling his meager income on complex carburetors and wide tires. With all his money spent on these motors, the neat guys gather together on Saturday night, making it easy for the G-Men to spot and destroy this type of enemy. Destroy? How does the neat guy accomplish to destroy the burning rubber neat guy? Simple. By causing a worldwide gas shortage, causing the price of gas to double and triple itself. The unsuspecting foe is left with a ruthless gas guzzler that this kind of neat guy has spent thousands of dollars building. The G-Man is able to pass the neat guy who is left stranded in his hot rod. The bus. Oh, God. Go to a break. Let's go to a commercial. The Blue Mouse. I love the Blue Mouse. Someone... Brad, I'm going to kill you. Okay, the Blue Mouse. Start the commercial. What is the Blue Mouse? Do you know? All of Salt Lake's talking about it. They know where it is. They know it's in the basement. And there's bathrooms upstairs. Do you know what it is? I do. They told me. But if you're the first caller here at 298-3235 or 298-3236, and if you can correctly identify what the Blue Mouse is, I'll let you have it. That's right. If you're the first person to call up here at 298-3235 or 298-3236 and tell me what the Blue Mouse is, you can be the proud new owner of Salt Lake's only Blue Mouse store, or whatever. Oops. Oh, well. I'm not supposed to give movie theaters away on the air. I better ask him first, hadn't I? Well,
do whatever you want to do. Let your conscience be your guide.
Get out of here. I'm tired of this Brent always breaking in on me. I'm going to give the Blue Mouse away. That's it. The first person to call me up gets the Blue Mouse. I'm giving it away. That's right. You call me up, and I'll send you down there, and you can pick up your title of ownership to the Blue Mouse, Salt Lake's best steakhouse, where road shows are their specialties. Oh boy, I'm going right down. But I'd rather you didn't tell them that I sent you. Oh well, you know these things. Surprise them. Let's just go say that you won it in a poker game or something. Okay? I'm sure. Well, bye. Anyway, I wonder if I can get in trouble for lying. End of commercial, and Ken Johnson still hasn't shown up. Ken Johnson, are you hurt? Are you hurt? Okay, now if I can go back to a little thing what I was talking about before I was rudely interrupted by Brent. And if you come on, Brent, I swear to gosh, I'll run in there and beat you. I dare you. What? Keep going? What's this? Oh, I hate these guys in the window. Yeah, I was talking about those gas guzzlers. See, they've spent all their money on these complex hot rods, right? And then we have this great... Oh, the phone. Oh, I've got a phone call. That's what you're trying to tell me. Silly me. Oh, I don't want to talk about gas guzzlers any old way. Okay, phone call, are you getting ready? Okay, ready. Let me go. Okay, I gotta review it in my mind how to do it. Okay, push that button. You're on the air. Talk to me right now.
Yeah. You know what you sound like?
What?
You sound like a bunch of irretrievably profane homosexuals. Is that what you are?
Well, let's see. Irretrievable, profane homosexuals. You got 2 out of 3 right. Can you guess which 2? Come on, guess which 2. Lady, you still there?
No, I think it's all 3.
No, you're wrong. Well, listen, you called up and you asked me. Now, you're giving me multiple choice. Now, I'm trying to answer as best I can. Now, I'm trying to be honest with you, lady. Now, you've given me, let's see, profane, irrational, homosexuals. Now,
no, irretrievably.
Oh, irretrievable. I'm sorry. Oh, oops, I goofed up. Well, let's say you said irrational. Let's say you said irrational, okay?
No, not irrational.
No, play my game, lady. Okay, we're profane.
Deprecated.
Okay, deprecated. That's a great word. We're profane, deprecated homosexuals. Now, 2 of those 3 are right. Can you guess which 2?
I can't believe it's only 2.
Well, it's the truth, lady. I don't lie on the air. I don't. I swear. I'm crossing my heart right now.
You don't think you do, huh?
No, I said I don't. Now, there's a difference. Now, are you going to guess with me? Are you going to play the game? Are you going to play the game? Are you going to play my game? Listen, you've got the ball. Go with it. Are you going to play my game or not? Oh, get lost. If you don't play my game, I get really mad. If you're not going to play my game, we won't play any game. I'll take my ball home and you won't play at all. It's my game or no game. Okay, now let's talk about those G-men again. Gosh. Where do we get these ladies? They won't play my game. It's my game. I bought the time, and they'll play my game or no game at all, because I'm spoiled, and you'll play my game or no game at all. Call me up again, lady, and I'll really give you a tongue lashing. Okay, let's talk about those G-men again. Those great, dynamic G-men. Tomorrow's dynamic titans. Ooh. They can't see me. Why am I acting? The unsuspecting foe, which is these gas-guzzling hipsters on State Street with these big fast cars that go boom, 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 boom. Well, they're left with this worthless gas guzzler that this kind of neat guy has spent thousands of dollars building. The G-Man is able to pass the neat guy left in his stranded hot rod on the bus. The G-Man likes the bus. The bus many people scoff at, but it's the bus that they think of as a degrading means of transportation. But the G-Man knows that the money saved is spent on anti-head bombs and PT land boats that cruise on nuclear mechanics, searching out the enemy, whom accepts no compromise, but fights until the G-Man pelts the enemy with atomic water balloons and quantum cakes. The vendetta we, the G-Men, have against the heads and the neat guys may seem foolish to you, our tactics childish and immature, but that is only a ploy. The atomic water balloons are the most feared item possibly imaginable by the neat guy, and the quantum cakes means instant establishment to the sniveling head. Now think about what I said. You're saying to yourself, water balloons? What is this guy? Water balloons? It's just ridiculousness. But think about it. This guy, he's all dressed up for the disco, right? He's got his medallions on in his suit. He's got his fancy shoes on. He's all polished. He's about to go get the hot babe. You pelt him with a water balloon. Now, you tell me, what's going to make him madder? Huh? You go up there and tell him he's a dumb guy. Sure, he's going to be a little upset. He might punch you, but this way we can do it in secret and really go at him. Okay, that's enough. I don't want to talk about violence. Violence is no fun. Okay, we've still got a phone number here. No, I don't want to do that. We've still got phone numbers here, and those numbers are 298-3235 or 298-3236. And I want to talk to you about our post office box. That's right. We, the G-Men, have this neat little post office box that's really great. And, if you send me, see what happens is you put your little letter, you write a little letter, you talk to me, and you can swear in the letter, and you can write to me, and then you put a letter in there with your own address on it and a stamp on it. See, that makes 2 stamps, so it's going to cost you 30 cents to write me, but I think it's well worth it because in return you get a G-Men badge that cost me 2 cents. No, you also get a bunch of other stuff that I write. See, we do all this stuff, and maybe we'll even lick the envelope. And, here comes that number. You ready? Oh, and I've got a phone call, so I better hurry. The P.O. Box is 6416. Now, remember this number, because we like to get letters. Dan Mary gets boring after a while. That P.O. Box is 6416, and the zip code is 84106. Oh, and we're in Salt Lake, of course. I wouldn't be seen dead in Ogden. Okay, ready for this next phone call? Here we go. You're on the air. Talk to me. You're on the air. You're on the air. You're on the air.
I said, yes. Hello, sweetie.
Oh, hi.
What you doing?
Not much. Who's this?
Who's that broad talks about homosexuals?
I don't know. Just some mixed-up Christian. You know, we're young, and these old ladies, all they can think about is Christ. It's okay. Let them think about Christ. They're going to die soon. But we're young. We have immortality in our hands. We are going to be immortal in the new atomic age. These old ladies, that's all they've got is Christ. Let them die with it. Well, what are you going to say? Hello, you still there?
Well, and what do you say?
Is this the same guy? What am I doing?
I don't know, sweetie. What are you doing?
Okay. Is this the same guy?
That's what? Did you went out with last night? No.
What?
You asked. I told you.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go out with you last night. I thought it was my other boyfriend.
No, I wasn't talking about that number. But keep that secret. They think I'm a real he-man down here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, now, what did you have to say? You got any pertinent questions about the new atomic age?
Yes. Where did I get the new atomic water balloons?
You bozo. You can buy them in any store.
Oh,
All you have to do is just buy a regular old water balloon and fill it up with water. Now, I bet you want a G-Man badge, or do you have one?
Oh, I got a lot of G-Men's badges.
Do you have a G-Man badge?
Yes.
Oh, really?
They're trophies.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
You've been framing them, huh?
Yeah, some girls cut notches in their guns, but I keep badges.
Oh, great. Oh, we got a great one. Okay, fruitcake.
Love you.
What'd you say?
I said, love you, sweetheart.
Oh, that's great. Listen, do you want some more G-Man badges? Not mine, buddy. I'm a real he-man.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
I don't date gays.
Okay. Do you want another G-Man badge?
Oh, sure.
Okay, now listen. Did you get that post office box I just rattled off?
I'll rattle it again.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
6416. I want to thank you for this. You're giving me a chance to plug our P.O. box.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I'll plug your box.
Okay, 6416. Oh, really?
They're trophies.
Oh, great. You've been framing them, huh?
Yeah, some girls cut notches in their guns, but I keep badges.
Oh, great. Oh, we got a great one. Okay, fruitcake.
Love you.
What'd you say?
I said, love you, sweetheart.
Oh, that's great. Listen, do you want some more G-Man badges? Not mine, buddy. I'm a real he-man.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
I don't date gays.
Okay. Do you want another G-Man badge?
Oh, sure.
Okay, now listen. Did you get that post office box I just rattled off?
I'll rattle it again.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
6416. I want to thank you for this. You're giving me a chance to plug our P.O. box.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I'll plug your box.
Okay, 6416. Listen, you're getting on the verge of smutty there, friend.
Sure.
Okay, you ready again?
Sure.
P.O. box. Now, you writing this down, really?
Sure. I'm writing on little pen. It's just...
Are you really writing? You're just flailing away writing.
My little pen is just shaking.
Okay, now, you better write this down, because I'm not here to make fun of guys. Okay, those P.O. boxes are, again, or just one box. We only got one box. Don't get confused, friend. Are you confused, friend? Okay, that P.O. box is, again, 64. You got those two numbers?
64.
Okay, repeat it after me. 64. No, wait till I get ready. 6416.
Should I wear my blonde wig tonight?
What?
Should I wear my blonde wig tonight or my red one?
No, I'm wearing blonde. You better wear red.
Oh, you bitch.
What's the language, friend? Okay, P.O. Box is 6416.
6416.
Salt Lake City.
Slick City.
That's right. Zip code 84106.
Okie dokie.
Okay, it's been real fun talking to you.
Bye, Lucy.
Bye. Oh, boy, we get all the fags on this show. I can't stand those fruitcakes. Listen, a G-Man's a tough man. A G-Man's a heterosexual man. A G-Man likes his women fast. I say, I don't even know if I'm talking about that or not. Has Ken Johnson showed up yet, Brent? You hasn't, huh, Brent?
No, he hasn't, Brother Brothers.
Well, what happened to Ken Johnson? Heck, we're all excited. We want to hear the Sixth Sense. Where's that? Ken Johnson! Ken Johnson! Ken Johnson! Okay. Okay.
He's out letting the air out of Christian's tires all along Main Street.
I bet he is. No, Ken's not a foolish prankster like we are. Okay, let me give you those phone numbers again, because I don't know if I have any much more to talk about. I think I've covered the G-Men and everything else. Those numbers are 298-3235 or 298-3236, and we're going to go to a commercial. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to go to a phone call. Okay, Brent? Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. You're on the air. Oh, who's this? Oh, it's Vera. Oh, hi, Vera.
I'm really excited. I didn't mean to call back because I know you want to hear from other people, but something really intense just happened.
What?
Well, after that call from Earl, I went and checked the box with the teacup. The Chihuahua, it's gone.
Oh,
the
my.
teacup is gone, and guess what?
Oh, no. What?
You're not. In its place, I found a plastic Barbie doll with blonde hair and big tits. And that's not all. She was sucking a lime green popsicle, and it's sticky and wet and gooey, and it's naked, and there's lipstick smeared in broken glass, 2 zebra earrings with matching accessories, and it's kind of, and it's bloody, and there's a fake mustache. There's a fake mustache. Brothers, I'm really scared.
So am I.
I'm scared.
Okay, listen, Vera. Hold on, Vera. G-Men to the rescue. Calling all G-Men to Vera's house right away. G-Men, ho. Oh, listen. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Ooh.
Should I save it?
Oh, of course you should save it. I save everything. Listen.
I'm frantic.
I know. Listen. Can you sit down on the couch? Watch the Jetsons or something. Watch TV. That's calming. Now watch TV. Take a sedative and relax. Okay. Okay, and I'll have the G-Men there within seconds. Okay, Vera?
Thank you, my darling.
Okay, we'll see you later, dear. Now hold on.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. So long. See you later. Get lost. Hope you had fun. Here we go. No, I didn't mean that, Vera. Oh, now we get to go to a commercial. And when we go to that commercial, as soon as I say go, Brent, keep your hand on the button, Brent. Keep your hand on the button, Brent. Not yet, Brent. Not yet. Okay, now. Boy, that's exciting with Vera. I mean, Vera, boy, she leads an action-packed life. Vera and Earl, I think, ought to correspond on this. I mean, I can consult the Book of Double Standards, the Chihuahua Revelations, and the whole of Titty Monster, but I don't know if I can come up with an answer to this. Oh, I probably can. Okay, now it's time for that great Rocky Mountain Wrestling commercial. Go get 'em, Brent.
Rocky Mountain Wrestling has returned to the Fairgrounds Coliseum under the capable promotion of Don David and Jerry Gordon. Professional wrestling is back in action. Excitement and thrills and spills have never been hotter or heavier. Some of the most feared and formidable names in pro wrestling are on tap in the coming weeks, including Ox Anderson, Rocky Mountain champion, Eric the Great, Scott Casey, Rip Hawk, Rod O'Neal, and many other grappling greats gathered from around the world. And don't overlook the glamorous gal grapplers and their special brand of mat mayhem. Such notables as Toma Red Cloud, Tony Lee, Rita Romero, and Judy Grable. Stay tuned to this station for further announcements of upcoming cards. Rocky Mountain Wrestling returns to the Fairgrounds Coliseum in Salt Lake City and the Golden Spike Coliseum in Ogden. Don't miss it.
I won't miss it. Boy, that sounds exciting. Okay, let's tell you those phone numbers again. Ken Johnson still hasn't showed up. I mean, this is great. We can be on until sign-off, I guess. Or until Ken shows up. I hope Ken shows up soon because he's got a fascinating and informative program. And I suggest all you people out there that do tune in to Church of Jayne Mansfield, if you're heavy and if you're intellectual, to stay tuned for Ken. Because Ken does have a good show, and he puts it across well. He uses highbrow, well, I don't want to say highbrow because that has bad connotative meaning, but he uses a stiff, rational voice. And he does preach. Well, I don't want to say he preaches the New Atomic Age because he's going to get mad at me if he says that, because I'm not sure if he even knows what the New Atomic Age is. But he does, we agree, the New Atomic Age does fit in with Ken Johnson. Ken Johnson likes to tell us about life extension, immortality. Well, 400 years. But in the New Atomic Age, immortality will be a reality, because in the New Atomic Age, anything that can happen will happen. Okay, with that little bit of heavy thought, which, well, feedback, we'll give you those phone numbers again, and they are 298-3235 or 298-3236, and we're just begging to have any old buddy call up and give me a hearsay. And I just happen to have a book with me. Now, I'm really kind of freaked out with Vera. I mean, my gosh, I'm really worried about Vera. Something just occurred to me. I said I'd send the G-Men, but I don't think the G-Men even know who Vera is. Oh, well, G-Men will always find anybody they want to. G-Men can find Vera. G-Men can find me. G-Men can find everybody, except for Joseph, who still hasn't called up. And Joseph, if you're out there, please call up and say you're not mad at us. Okay, here we go to a phone call. I hope you're okay. Let's see. I'm going to push this button and that button. Okay, first this button, and then this button, and I say you're on the air and we're all legal. Okay, go.
Okay.
Okay.
I used the wrong word. The word is depraved.
Oh, hiya, lady. Oh, it's good to hear from you again. Listen, long time no talk. What's up?
It bothered me because
How's
I
the
really
boys?
used the wrong word.
Oh, I'm sorry. How's the boys?
Depraved.
Not what? Your boys are depraved?
No, I say...
How about Fred? How's Fred? Is the job working out all right for him? Gosh, the man's got a lot of pressure. I mean, building the new split level out there in Twilla and everything. I mean, the guy's really got a lot of pressure, and I hope you and the boys understand that Fred's going through a lot right now. I mean, his job at Univac is really putting a lot of pressure on him, but if he can hold on, if he can get the split level bit remodeled, everything will be okay.
What makes you that way?
What?
What makes you that way?
I don't know. Probably the same way that George gets that way.
Your cohorts.
My cohorts? My cohorts? Hey, you've got a sense of humor.
The ones that call up.
Oh, well, I don't know who those are. I mean, I'm
programmed to call up.
No, I swear to you, on my heart and on my knees and on everything else I own on my body, I don't know who those people are. And I was just thinking to myself, I said I'd help Vera, I'd send the G-Men after her, but I don't know who she is. And I don't want to give her address over the air, so I'll have kooks like you running down there with Bibles.
Is that what you are?
What?
A bunch of depraved and profane, degenerate, homosexuals.
Okay, now let's see. You used 4 this time, right? Last time it was only 3. Now you're getting tricky, lady. But
I'm getting specific.
No,
I'm getting to the truth.
I'll stretch out a little. Okay, I'll tell you.
Okay, I just didn't like the word I used because that's not what I was really trying to say.
I know. So you consulted this thesaurus and came up with a better one. Great. You got a dictionary? Listen, keep it right next to
really closer to where it is.
Blah, blah, blah. Listen.
Okay.
Okay, let's... Oh, lady, you never get me... Oh, my God. Lady, call back. Lady, we were going to play a game, lady. We were going to play a game, and you called back, and I get all upset. Okay, let's do something else. Okay. Lady, you get me so mad. Oh, well, she'll probably call in again. Ken Johnson doesn't show up. Ken Johnson doesn't show up. Ken... Oh, I know what we can do. We can do a Blue Mouse commercial. Now, the Blue Mouse is really a great place to go. Have anybody ever been to the Blue Mouse? Oh, you guys have been. Brent's been to the Blue Mouse. Haven't you, Brent? Don't you dare answer on the phone. Okay, Brent and me have been to the Blue Mouse, and we know all about the Blue Mouse, don't we? Okay, let's start the commercial. The Blue Mouse. All right, no surprises this time. We all know the Blue Mouse isn't a hardware store. We all know the Blue Mouse isn't a shopping mall. We all know the Blue Mouse isn't an S&M parlor. We also know it isn't a dirty movie house. Let's be truthful. The Blue Mouse isn't involved with drugs or illicit sex. And by the same token, it isn't a novelty shop for pranksters and crackpots. We all know what the Blue Mouse is. Everyone down here at radio station KBBBX know what the Blue Mouse is. Do you know what the Blue Mouse is? I do. It's a custom hot rod store. Rev it up. Where you get your Holly Cam double headers for 2 shifters. That's right, 2 shifters. Big wide tires and a manifold chrome exhaust tubes for your Camaro or Mustang. Impress the girls with a custom pinstripe paint job. Match this with dual carbs that stick up over the transmission like real tough. The Blue Mouse, right off State Street, where all the wickedest cars in town park on Saturday night, so they can honk at the girls and drink beer if they can get their older brothers to buy it. The Blue Mouse, Salt Lake's only custom hot rod shop. End of commercial for the Blue Mouse. Now we're going to call... No, we have people call me. See, this kind of radio show... Now, I don't know if you people are acquainted with this, but see, I come out here live, and I give you these phone numbers, and if you call me, you can be on the air with me, see? See, so you dial these numbers, which I'm going to give you right now. They are 298-3235 or 298-3236. See, now, when you call those numbers, a little light flashes on my telephone here. And as soon as I remember how to push that button and then another button and then say all the correct things that keep me out of trouble with the FCC, you can talk to me on the air. And, did I give the numbers? No, I didn't. They are 298-3235 or 298-3236. And what I think we'll do now is I'll tell you about the P.O. Box. Now, I better find a paper that has my P.O. Box number written on it. Okay, let's see. Where's that P.O. Box that has my P.O. Box number written on it? And, okay, start the commercial.
15 seconds and counting. 14, 13, 12, 11.
The new atomic age. You know where we stand. You know how ecstatic we are. Now you're saying to yourself, I want in on the action. I want to be a part of the new atomic age of tomorrow today, just like you are, brothers. Just like Princess and Daryl Dayglow and Jane are. Well, sure, there's room for one more on our rocket ship, but are you sincere? We're willing to take that chance. We'll make you a junior G-man, an atomic boy scout. Just send your SAZY to Joseph. And in return, you'll get your Junior G-Man badge, plus some literature on the church and our catalog of great atomic age gifts, including all the various forms of sacred Jane imagery. So don't just sit there. Our rocket ship won't wait forever. The P.O. Box number is 6416, Salt Lake City, Utah, zip code 84106.
5, 4, 3, 2.
End of commercial. Got a phone call? Nope. Okay. Do you want to do another Blue Mouse commercial? No. Okay. Do we want to do that? Nope. Okay. Oh, I know what I was going to do. You know, I've got these great books, and I think I'm the only one in town that has them, but they're biographies of Jayne Mansfield. And not only I'm the only one that has the Prince's biography of Jayne Mansfield, but there's two others. And I read to you a few weeks ago from May Mann's biography, and it was about Sam, who used to beat her up a lot. And this week, I'd kind of like to read to you about her death as related to Jane by her son, Zoltan. And he was in the car with Jane when she died. And let me read to you. This is from May Mann's biography of Jayne Mansfield. Okay. Shut that door! Okay. The next thing I knew, Mikolos said... Now, this is a 5-year-old boy speaking. The next thing I knew, Mikolos, which is his name, said, was something terrible crushed us. The front seat was on top of us. A lady with blonde hair, I thought she was Mommy, was trying to get us out. We are suffocating. We can't breathe, he said. I said, Mommy, are you hurt? And she said, hush, child. I knew then that she wasn't Mommy. She wasn't Mommy at all. When they pulled me out, I saw Mommy's head coming out on the windshield in front. People put their hands in front of my face, but every time I looked, they kept turning my head away so I couldn't see. I saw my mother laying on the ground with a sheet or something over where her head was supposed to be. I said, is Mommy hurt bad? They said, that isn't your Mommy. She is in the hospital. But I knew better because I saw Mommy's pink go-go boots sticking out, and I knew them. I kept trying to look back at the windshield because I saw Mommy's whole head there, but they kept putting their hands over my eyes. Wow. Imagine a 5-year-old child, and he sees his mother's head coming out of the windshield. I can't believe that. It's really something and a half. Okay, we're still on the air, aren't we, Brent? Great, Brent. Do you have to go to do a spot about who we are and all that now? Okay, go ahead, Brent.
There's something wrong with the guy who is always right. This is Utah's Golden Gospel Giant, KBBX Centerville.
Oh, there is something wrong with the guy that's always right, isn't there? Yes, there is, I suppose. I mean, Christ was right, wasn't he? Was Christ right? Let's ponder that today. Was Christ right? Probably in his day and age he was, but in this day and age, it's immortality. It's the new atomic age that we want to think about. Back there, B.C., Christ was quite a guy. I mean, let's face it, Christ was quite a man. He did a lot. But he's not worth a thing anymore. The only thing he's worth is for these old ladies so they can clutch onto something as they die. And I think that's great. If they can grab the crucifix, someone's coming over the air on me. If they can grab the crucifix of Christ and say, I'm going to heaven as they die, and if they have a nice little heart that says, oh, everything's okay, then fine, let them go. But we're young. The rest of us are young. And they're trying to push this stuff on us. And we know it's just a bunch of malarkey. We know that it's the new atomic age that's important. We know that it's space migration and immortality that we're interested in. We don't need Christ anymore. We have immortality at our door. And people are saying to me, what's this? Immortality? It'll never happen. It will, friend, within the next 5 or 10 years. Princess tells us so, and so does America's leading scientists. I'm not lying. America's leading scientists tell us that immortality is but a few years away. Now, don't say to yourself, oh, great, I'm going to be immortal by next February. It's not that simple. I mean, when I say immortality, a couple 100 years, right? When I say immortality, in a couple more years, it'll be 400 years, you know? So it's just going to be a gradual thing. But once we get that step in motion, we don't have to die. That's it. We do not have to die. Unless we want to. And that's one thing Ken tries to put across. But Ken's not here to do it, so I'll do it for him. We don't have to die. We don't have to die. Because in the new atomic age, anything that can happen will happen. And I've got a phone call here. Yippee. I'm getting tired. Where's Ken? I don't have a phone call. I hope that's the business line. Where's Ken? I'm all tired. Okay. What was I the new atomic age. Jayne claims, okay, now everybody's saying, everybody always says, well, what about the new atomic age? You know, I'm always rambling about it, but what is the new atomic age? Well, basically, it's space migration and immortality, life extension. Also, it is the little axiom that anything that can happen will happen. Because quantum mechanics, quantum physics Quantum mechanics, if proven right, which they think it will be, will indicate another form of theory, which indicates instantaneous communication. Will explain a bunch of stuff, and I better not go into it, because I don't know about it well enough. Heck, we need Joseph for this show. Joseph, come on. Okay, and in the new atomic age, Jayne tells us, now this is where Jayne fits in. You can say, well, heck, we don't need Jayne Mansfield just for the new atomic age. Yes, you do, because Jayne Mansfield claims that she is going to deliver the new theorem. Now, quantum mechanics is great, but there's going to be a new theorem which indicates instantaneous communication between molecules and atoms and all this, which will give us the new atomic age, which includes life extension and a whole bunch of great stuff, which will make us really pleased as punch, and we'll be able to sell our hot cars for it. And those things include, I've already told you that, and what Jayne's going to give us is something called pink physics. Now, I don't know what pink physics means. All I know is that Jayne is going to give it to us, give it to America's leading scientists. And that's what occurred to me the other day when Earl was talking about that pink mucous membrane that had landed mysteriously next to the ceramics out there at the split level in Tooele. I was wondering if maybe that was pink physics. I just don't know. I hope Earl's turned it into NASA by now. But anyway, that's where Jayne fits in. Now, in the new atomic age, we have to have a new set of ideals, and that's where the double standards fit in. Because where anything that can happen will happen, we have to have a new set of ideals. We can't say, this is good, this is evil, this is right, this is wrong. It won't work. We have to have the double standards. The double standards say, this can happen, and the double standards say, this will happen. And that's the way it all goes. And those phone numbers are, once again, 298-3235, 298-3236. And just, I don't even know if we're on the air even. We are? I mean, Ken's not here. It's getting eerie. Ken's not here. Joseph didn't show up. We're not getting many. Well, we got quite a few phone calls this week, but we're just not getting much of a response at all. I'm really wondering.
This is Brent, and Ken Johnson is on his way, and until that time, we're continuing with the Church of Jayne Mansfield.
Oh, great, Brent. Ken's on his way, huh? How long did he say?
Well, I'll tell you what. Mr. Ken Johnson, He's got to get on his scooter for Madeline Murray O'Hare, and he's going to zoom right out here and tell us all about that idiotic life extension.
What? Idiotic? I'm going to get you, Brent. You're going to get it, Brent. All right, Brent. Okay. I can't go beat him up. I'm on the air. Brent's just this little skinny, wimpy guy. He's also got big, fat legs. Beat him up, bodyguard. I got my bodyguard here. He'll beat him up. You beat him up, bodyguard. This little wimpy guy, he thinks he's a Mexican, but he's really not. He's just white trash. And he keeps going around saying, oh, this ain't true, this ain't true. And he thinks he can imitate Brother Terrell, but he can't. He can't. Right, Brent, right, Brent. This is just plain.
I'm not a Mexican, I'm biker.
Not you, Brent. That's my bodyguard. Listen, enough of this media mayhem, all right? I mean, we're going to get the FCC down here for having a little CB-type show. Okay. Ken Johnson's on his way. Further news. He's on his scooter. I say a lot of things about Christ, and I really don't know anything. I really don't mean it all, but I have to use kind of a form of mild shock treatment to, like, wake up those daddy-os out there. Like, can you dig? I mean, it's old stuff, man. It's outdated type. It's an outdated type gig. You dig? I mean, it's fairy tales grown sour. You dig, cat? Like, I'm talking about the Christ kick. I mean, can you dig me now? It's like an old house. It's like nowheres, man. It's like this, daddy-o. You ancient cats out there, like you heads and hippies, like, wow, it's just not cool anymore. Us G-men can't dig your old poo, whether it's like the Christ trap or the hippies or that funny old Buddha boy. It's just not now. You dig me? It's just not the G-men's bag, daddy-o. And we've got a phone call, yippee. Okay, ready, phone call. 1, 2, you're on the air. Talk to me now.
Yes, hello. I want to share something with all my brother Atomic Age members.
Okay, you mean your G-men, your fellow junior G-men?
No, hell with the G-men, man. I'm strictly free heart.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Free first and see.
You're free? Are you a gentle spirit?
See what?
Nothing. Just go ahead. Share with us.
See, I've noticed that there's been a decrease in the PLE, the personal life essence. So I've discovered what's stealing this away from all the American males to make them wimps of the world.
Marijuana?
Well, that helps.
Yeah.
No, it helps to help, not help to hurt. But it's the gamma rays from the sun is stealing our PLE, making us soft-brained and not able to ascertain certain basic features.
Have you got any data for this? I mean, have you got something to back it up?
Yes, I do. I've stopped the loss of my PLE.
You have? How?
Yes, it's by simple. Just wrap yourself in aluminum foil.
Wrap yourself in aluminum foil.
Yes, that way, see, the gamma rays cannot permeate your body, cannot bombard and attack your PLE and all the other essential organs.
What's the PLE again?
Personal life essence.
Personal life essence. Now, expound on that. What's that?
Well, that's the life force from within. The Indians, the East Indian Hindus call it mana.
Or the Elan Vital.
Or the X-Lax Vital, too. See, that's the way it was. I get next to people that are they're the lower intellectual type. They don't have the ability to make personal decisions, and they were stealing my PLE. It was emanating from me, and they were absorbing it much like a sponge absorbs water. So that way it works two ways. See, the gamma rays can't permeate your personal, how should I say, organs that produce this PLE. And so that way also it keeps the PLE from escaping from your body, too. See?
And wrapping yourself in aluminum foil does it. Now, do you have to completely wrap yourself?
Just like certain people wear garments, you can put it along the same lines.
So you could just wear a tin foil suit?
No, aluminum foil.
I mean, aluminum foil suit.
Right. You just wrap it around your legs and other personal...
Kind of like a spaceman or something, or an astronaut suit, or...
Oh, it could look like that. You know, you could play kinky.
I mean, we've got to make this fashionably acceptable. I mean, if this theory of yours is right, and I'm kind of skeptical, friend, but, let's play with it for a while.
It could be fun with kinky games, too.
Yeah, I know. If your theory's right, I mean, we've got to look good. I mean, we've got to go out and get those jobs. We've got to go out and hustle the chicks. I mean, how are we going to look neat wrapped in aluminum foil?
Well, we got to just convince them that it's a new fad.
That's a good idea, but see, the problem is that fads die out. And
leather's big this year.
Pardon?
Leather.
Yeah, well, that's been big for years. I mean, you go...
That goes back to the caveman when they're wearing their hides.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whips and chains, that's kind of... You know, man, you're not supposed to do things like that.
Yeah, I know. They kind of mess with that.
That's a little heavy. You know?
Yeah, it's not our trip either, but our bag. But listen, this
PLE.
Yeah, PLE, and in relationship to the aluminum suit. I mean, you can use the idea of leather. I mean, you can juxtapose those two, but like leather is really inbound. I mean, we've accepted leather and we're always going to wear it, though not every day. But aluminum foil, I mean, you know.
The worst part about it is when you go through the Air Force security, you always set the damn machine off.
Do you work for the Air Force?
Oh, occasionally.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This is kind of interesting. Are you a flyer?
Yeah.
Buzz airplane?
You hear about the lady that took a flyer?
Took a what?
Took a flyer. The lady that took a flyer.
Is this a dirty joke?
No, I heard it on radio.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us
then. The fire went to the clinic.
Wait a minute. The fire went to the clinic?
Right. The lady took a fire, and then the fire went to the clinic.
The lady took a fire, and then the fire went to the clinic.
Think about it.
Okay, we'll think about that until Ken Johnson shows up.
Yes, so maybe someone's been stealing your PLE.
No, okay, let's talk about that for a few more minutes. PLE, I don't know what it means, and I don't know if you know what you mean. I mean, okay, I'm going to say something here, but don't take offense, okay?
Right.
For all I know, you're a crackpot, you're a wise guy, you're a whack-off, you're a goofy guy. But I'm going to be serious. I'm going to say, well, maybe this guy's got something. I mean, I read Mystic Magazine. I'm kind of into this stuff. I saw Star Wars 10 times. Maybe it's true. Why did I say that? I lie so much. But
yes.
All I can do is relate it to the new atomic age. Now,
well, see, that's part of the atomic age, too. You know, like the atomic bomb and the negative, whatever it is, bomb.
Uh-huh.
You know, the one that just eats you alive and that sort of thing like that.
Yeah, that thing.
So that'll sure eat your PLE up, too.
Yeah, I bet it would. It'll eat a lot of you up.
All right.
Your sex drive among those things.
I'm an ordnance technician with amateur atomic fusion and that sort of technology, so I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Well, in the new atomic age, we don't really believe we're not advocating atomic power, per se. We take the same stand as Ken does, actually. We don't really want to see ourselves blow each other up 1,000 times over. We're interested in the new atomic age. What's after atomic power? I mean, what's next? Now, you're into atomic physics, right?
Sure.
Okay, now, I've just read these things, and I've just read it in the Book of Double Standards and all this, but I haven't had time to consult a physicist. What about quantum mechanics? Are they going to disprove quantum mechanics, do you think?
Well, the best way to make something acceptable is try to disprove it.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like flying saucers and certain religious beliefs. You try to disprove it, and all of a sudden it's accepted.
What about Bell's theorem? Now, do you know anything about Bell's theorem?
No.
Okay, well, supposedly Bell says, now quantum mechanics depends on communication between the molecules, but it can't go any faster than the speed of light, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now Bell's theorem says that maybe, possibly, and he thinks so, these molecules communicate instantaneously. Now, does that sound out of the ballpark or what?
That sounds like electricity.
Electricity?
Electricity is instantaneous.
Is it?
Sure it is. It's the same thing, like if you have a tube full of marbles and you push one marble in one end, the other one's going to pop out the other. It's instantaneous.
Well, we're talking about like a molecule from, one molecule in Asia. It can communicate instantaneously with a molecule in Europe.
It's possible to get into like matter emitters, teleporters.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Sure, same thing.
It's sci-fi, but, we got to get over that bad stigma that sci-fi is bad. I mean, I kind of think it's goofy. I mean, but... so you think that's probable? I mean, this isn't a bunch of... Princess hasn't given us a bunch of off-the-hand, goofy stuff. She maybe read one physics book and sent us a bunch of crap.
Oh, this could be possible, sure.
Okay.
What's with that lady, the one that has desecrated interregnum type of thought chain? That lady that called her one...
the one that won't play games?
Cohort. I think her cohort was supposed to be a cohort, but...
oh, yeah.
So...
I thought she was getting a little goofy there. I thought she was pulling a pun on me. I get a little naive on this radio show.
Sure. Well, you're doing a good job.
Okay, thank you. And I hope you listen in and send to our P.O. Box, which is 6416. I'm plugging again.
Sure.
Zip code 84106, and of course that's in Salt Lake. You'll get a G-Man badge and a little bit of literature.
Okay, keep your aluminum foil tight.
Okay, I'll get it. Mine stock up, but I'm not going to wear it until I'm sure, okay?
Bye.
Bye. He's off the air. He's off the air, and I did it good, didn't I, Brent? I do good. I do really good. Ken Johnson's still not here. My goodness, Ken, you really left me in the ballpark here. I got all this stuff, and I don't know what to talk about. I got all these words. Let me just start reading. Just anything, I guess. Just read. The motors. The motors. I couldn't see them before, but I saw them now. They leaked oil and said, buddy. That's something to read. Okay, we've read that. Let's go on to a Blue Mouse commercial. Oh, boy, it's time for a Blue Mouse commercial. Yippee! Yay! The Blue Mouse. We're next. My Blue Mouse commercials. Blue Mouse. The Blue Mouse. Okay. Oh, that's not a Blue Mouse commercial. Where's my Blue Mouse commercial? Earl. Oh, not Earl. Brent. Oh,
knock it off.
Blue Mouse coffee. Start the commercial. The Blue Mouse. I've already read this one. I can't read it again. Okay, let's be serious. Let's talk about the Blue Mouse. I mean, heck, they're paying for this time. They're paying for this time, and they want people to know about the Blue Mouse. So let's be serious. The Blue Mouse, where you can go see a fine movie, where you can sit in comfort in their movie chairs and watch the movie on the big screen where the movie projects, because they've got this little room in back with a projector and a little movie goes through it. And they know all about the physics of it, so if you want to know more about how movies work, you could go ask them, but they may not tell you because they may not want to talk to you. Or you could talk to me at 298-3235 or 298-3236. But if you want to talk to the Blue Mouse, you have to call them, and I don't know their phone number. But anyway, the Blue Mouse shows these little movies on the movie screen. Now, these little movies come up, and they look just like real people. Don't they? Don't you think they look like real people? Yeah, they look like real people to me. Thanks, Brand. These movies, they look like real people, and then they move around, and they do all kinds of stuff. Sometimes they do all kinds of stuff just like we do. Now, back in the...
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure, go ahead.
Let's talk about pro wrestling and its implications in the new atomic age.
Get off the air, Brent, or I'm going to come in there and hurt you bad. I'm going to twist your pee-pee off. The Blue Mouse. I'm doing a Blue Mouse commercial. Now, the Blue Mouse is paying me for this stuff, and they want me to do a commercial. Now, what can you say about the Blue Mouse? Plenty. There's plenty to say about the Blue Mouse. The Blue Mouse is where they show those little movies. Remember those movies? Yeah, Brent remembers those movies. Okay, does everybody know what the Blue Mouse is? Okay, then call me right now at 298-3235 or 298-3236, and if you're the first caller in, I'll give you the Blue Mouse, because I don't want it anymore. Uh-oh, I'm lying on the air again. They're going to get me for sure this time. Those FCC guys are going to chase me, just like they chased Daryl Dayglow all over South America. They got him holed up in this Holiday Inn right now, but he's not relenting. He's still throwing out those new atomic cage water balloons, and he's saying, back off, all you FCC guys. Don't come get me. And he's continuously making calls to the Junior G-men saying, come help me, come save me, but we all can't afford airfare to South America. So, Daryl Dayglow, if you're out there, and I don't think you'll be calling in this week, if you're out there, just hold on, because those men in black suits aren't going to get you if you stay in the Holiday Inn, because they know how to treat you right at the Holiday Inn, don't they, Daryl Dayglow, if you're listening, and I doubt you are, so don't you dare call in Daryl Dayglow, because those FCC men will know where you are, and they'll know where you are, so they can't. Oh, so they'll get you, so don't get them. So don't get me, Daryl Dayglow, Blue Mouse. Oh, I was doing a Blue Mouse commercial, wasn't I? I'm such a flake. I just forget what I'm doing all the time. The Blue Mouse, Salt Lake's finest drive-in theater, designed especially for the man on the move. Guys and gals love to patronize the Blue Mouse on that special date right after the prom. That's right, the Blue Mouse, Salt Lake's greatest drive-in theater. and I don't know what they have playing this week, but if you call them up, they'll tell you. And let's not forget the great snack bar. That's right, a snack bar. That's awfully unique, wouldn't you say? I would. They have these little delicious pastries, which resembles kind of a complex Twinkie, if you know what I mean. And they have juices, too. Enjoy your pastry and juice amongst the lavish surroundings in the art gallery, where every month a new set of pictures can be ogged at. You can also talk in the gallery while you eat your cake and smoke, too. Every other week they sponsor a Widowmaker dirt hill climb in the back room, designed especially for that purpose. So drive near, drive far, but for sure, hop in the car and come as you are to the Blue Mouse, Salt Lake's finest drive-in. Just take the Fifth South exit and follow the First South exit and follow the bug lights to 3rd East, right next door to Don Hawaiian's Tiki Delight. Okay, that's enough of them Blue Mouse commercials, and boy, phone call. Oh, yeah, please. Okay, hello, you're on the air.
Hello, I just have a question to ask. Are you married?
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Hold it. No, I'm not. I lied. I lie so much.
Oh, you do, huh?
Who's this, can I ask? Why do you want to know if I'm married? Why do people always ask me that? They call up and they call me a gay. They call up and ask me if I'm married. They call me all these names. I'm not any of it. I'm all of it. What is it?
You're all of it, huh?
Okay, now.
My name's Brandy.
Okay, Brandy. G. Brandy. Have you got a G-Man badge? Or are you one of those radical Christians that don't like me?
No, why would I ask you if you're married if I don't like you?
I don't know. Why would you ask me if I'm married if you did?
Well,
have you got your Junior G-Man badge, Brandy?
I have the post office box.
Do you? Are you going to write in?
Yeah.
Do you promise?
I promise.
This week?
This week.
Okay, Brandy, I know where you live, and if you don't, I'm going to send the G-Men out with their latex novelties, and they're going to pelt you with those little girls with their mouths always open.
With aluminum foil?
Well, I don't know what that guy was talking about. But
no, that really sounds kinky.
Well, I think he was just trying to get his idea on the air, and I hope he calls back next week, or if we're going to be live next week, I don't know, or writes in and talks to me about this, and I kind of like to look at it. Did you know we're putting out a paper now?
No, I didn't know.
Well, it's not out yet. That's why you didn't know. But it's going to be out real soon, and it's going to have all the G-Men writing little stuff, and of course it'll have quotes from Princess, and Princess, of course, has got a foul mouth. She's got kind of a potty mouth, and I can't really read from the Book of Double Standards, or from the whole of the books that Princess has written, just because it's pretty foul at times, and also we kind of like to leave that off. But we can publish some of that in this tabloid, and we can also give you lots of photos of the G-Men. We've got a special spotlight on Butchie Boy. Hey, I wonder if Butchie Boy will call up this week. Hey, Butchie Boy, if you're out there, call up. But also, Butchie Boy's great. Listen, hey, if you write me, I'll send you a picture of Butchie Boy signed and autographed. How's that?
Well, I'm more interested in you.
Well, I'll send you one of me, too. You'll like Butchie Boy. He's got these big muscles and this big, long muscles, and he's really great. So, and he's not too smart, though. He's kind of dull-witted, but anyway, listen, you write in. I'll get you a hand-autographed picture of myself, brothers, and Butchie Boy, and a G-Man badge, and all this great stuff, and don't forget your Sazy.
Oh, okay. I won't.
Is that all you had to say?
Well, yeah, I was just kind of interested in you. You sounded real,
sexy?
neat.
Sexy?
Yeah.
Like a fox? Like a hot-to-trot guy with a big stud? You're right, gal. Okay, I better go because I'm getting potty mouth.
Have a nice day.
You too,
bye.
Have a nice day. Oh, well. I won't comment on my nice day. I'm having a horrible day because Ken Johnson hasn't showed up. Ken, where are you, Ken? Ken Johnson. Okay, those phone numbers are again 298-3235 or 298-3236. And Ken Johnson, if you're out there, he is coming in, right, Brent? Right, he's on a scooter right now. He's got his little scooter and he's scooting right in. Oh, boy, here comes little Ken on his scooter. Scoot. He's going to honk his little horn. Beep, 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 beep. Ken Johnson's here. Phone call. Let's go to the phone call. You're on the air.
Yeah, hi. I just talked to you about the PLE.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear the lady say about your foam? Your foam.
You'll have to give me her Stacey once she writes you so I can find where she lives so I can show her the merits of
okay, that's
aluminum integrity.
Okay, listen. Can you write? I know you can write. You can talk, so you can write.
I just learned how, yeah.
Listen, can you do this for me? I mean, it's asking a lot, I know, but would you write me up a little essay that gives us the essence of your PLE?
Sure.
Would you do that for me? And send it in to me, and then I'll tell you what, if we like it, and we'll kind of gonna have a little the readers say type section in the tabloid, and we can publish that and see what the people think and see what the response is.
Oh, sounds great. Did you want to have a succinct definition of quantum mechanics so that folks out there in radio land can understand exactly the idea?
So they can understand it?
Right.
Sure, I'd love it.
According to Webster, the quantum mechanics is a mathematical theory in physics which starts with the assumption that energy is not infinitely divisible and deals with atomic structure and phenomena by the methods of quantum theory. And quantum theory is the theory that energy is not absorbed nor radiated continuously, but discontinuously in definite units called quanta.
Uh-oh. You got that from Webster?
That's a direct quote, unquote.
From Webster. I was using my little Encyclopedia Britannica, and they didn't give me anything nearly that nice.
Oh, there's quantum root and quantum number.
Quantum number? Let's hear his quantum number. We got time to kill.
A number indicating a quantum condition and given to each energy level in an atom.
Uh-huh.
So on and so forth.
Are you really a physicist out at Hill Air Force?
Oh no, I'm an outhouse physicist.
An outhouse? Oh, I see. Yes, you're reading up on it. Hey, that's interesting because Daryl Dayglow and I were talking just before we went into exile. He says, we're not scientifically orientated. I mean, we've got a lot of other things going, but we really are baffled by Princess's speculations on the new atomic age and all. And we're just wondering. Listen, I think we ought to set up a correspondence here because we do have a lot of questions, and I've got nowhere to check. I've checked the library, and they don't really answer my questions well enough. But if you're, just an outhouse physicist, and you've obviously got some knowledge, obviously, right? You've shown it to us right here on the air, and we could correspond and maybe get some info out of you.
There's one thing that I have a contemptuous outlook about is that have you heard of that new material called jump?
Jump?
Yes. You see people wearing jumpsuits all over.
Oh, you're being funny. Yo, everybody's slapping their knee in the studio. Okay.
I'll leave you with that quantum thought.
Okay, and don't forget to write us, okay? Because I do want to correspond on atomic physics.
Roger, forward 10-7.
Okay, buddy.
Bye.
That was great. Now we've got a nuclear physicist on our side, and we'll build a bomb in the basement and blow up everybody if they don't like what we say. Am I going to get in trouble for saying that, Brent? No? Okay, that's good, because it's not true. I lie a lot, but I don't know the difference. Those phone numbers are 298-3235 or 298-3236. I feel a lot like Tom Carlin, and we're going to go to a commercial, aren't we, Brent? Here we go, Brent.
Rocky Mountain Wrestling has returned to the Fairgrounds Coliseum under the capable promotion of Don David and Jerry Gordon. Professional wrestling is back in action. Excitement and thrills and spills have never been hotter or heavier. Some of the most feared and formidable names in pro wrestling are on tap in the coming weeks, including Ox Anderson, Rocky Mountain champion, Eric the Great, Scott Casey, Rip Hawk, Rod O'Neal, and many other grappling greats gathered from around the world. And don't overlook the glamorous gal grapplers and their special brand of mat mayhem. Such notables as Toma Red Cloud, Tony Lee, Rita Romero, and Judy Grable. Stay tuned to this station for further announcements of upcoming cards. Rocky Mountain Wrestling returns to the Fairgrounds Coliseum in Salt Lake City and the Golden Spike Coliseum in Ogden. Don't miss it.
Okay, we're back on the air after that great Rocky Mountain Wrestling commercial. Wrestling does have a lot to do with the new atomic age, as Brent was saying. I've talked to Brent's quite a wrestling maniac. There he is in their office, wrestling with my bodyguard. Hey, leave my bodyguard alone, you wrestler. We always called him Brent the Titan. Brent the Titan, a mighty wrestler who can really beat up anybody. Can't you, Brent? Actually, Brent's a fat slob, but nobody likes to know about that. He looks really goofy in cowboy boots and silver shorts.
I'm just a little bit out of shape. Wait till I get my flying drop kick back in perfection there, and I'll give you a couple of body slams.
You gonna whoop me, Brent? You gonna whoop me? You're going to whoop it. It's going to be the all over the map. It's going to be Matt Mayhem with Brett and Rip Torn, or Rip Hawk. And we're going to have a tag team between me, brothers, and the Butchers. And we're going to beat up that old Brent Hawk. And, oh, boy, I'm just rambling. Those phone numbers are, again, 298-3235 or 298-3236. And we'll tell you all about wrestling. And then we're going to talk about the new atomic age. And then we've really been on the air. We're on the air for an hour and a half. Well, we kind of needed this extra time. I kind of thank Ken for letting...